Well, hey everyone, it's the holiday season again, and I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. And in so doing, I know that the holidays can be kind of stressful sometimes, either picking out that special gift for someone that you love, or maybe yourself. Well, in this video, I want to help you with that situation by just sharing with you several gear items that I really connect with, that I believe would hit just about any budget, and that I believe anyone who loves the outdoors, who loves hiking, backpacking, biking, outdoor adventures in general, overnight camping, or someone who just likes to be prepared in their daily living, regardless if it's just working around their property, working around the home, or going out to the grocery store. I believe these gear items that I'm about to share with you, anyone would be super thankful for to receive this holiday season and this gift-giving time of year. So I won't belabor it. We're going to jump right in with illumination. Let's illuminate some ideas for you guys here. This is the Nitecore P12 flashlight. Now this is an updated version of one of their regularly produced models, and what's really cool and why I really connect with this one is that not only do you get this really nice belt holster, I really like it a lot, have used it a bunch, really connects with me. You get a pocket clip as well. It can run 1,200 lumens for over 3 hours and has several different settings. Really good, well-built body, good button to click on, lanyard, lots of different accessories that come with it. But really what sets it apart for me is this little sleeve right here. And what that does is allows you to run 3 different types of batteries on this flashlight, from the new 21700 battery, which is what you'll get the most illumination out of. It's rechargeable. It's a really heavy hitter. I'm looking forward to more flashlights in the future using that. But you can also insert this little sleeve, and then you can run 18650 batteries, which many of us use in our kind of larger flashlights like this, or you can even do 2 CR123 batteries. So depending on the type of battery the person likes to use, depending on maybe what they already have in rechargeable systems, or maybe just variety depending on emergency situations, this gives you a lot of capability to not only power the flashlight, but then to perform. Coming in about 80 bucks, I think it's a really good heavy hitter for a lot of different scenarios and a lot of different people. And before we move on, I want to just take a brief time out to invite you to subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber here at the channel. We're throwing up content like this all the time, doing list videos, gear reviews, adventure videos, all kinds of different stuff. It's a blast, and we have a great community here at the channel. And as I'm listing all of these in the description box below this video, you can just tap that, it'll pop down. There will be a bunch of links for you with all the gear that I'm sharing with you today. If one perks your interest, you can just click that link, it'll take you over, and you can see the pricing and different shipping options and all the things that are available. And if you're maybe looking for yourself and you want to send it to a loved one, you can just copy and paste and send that link right over to them so that they don't have to go searching and hunting to try and find a particular gear item that you're interested in either giving or getting this Christmas season. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I hate being late to stuff. I like to be on time or even early. And one of the ways I do that are with Casio watches. Regardless if you're looking for classy, fun, or heavy duty, I believe Casio really has them covered when you are looking for your basic watch. Now they have, smartwatches, and I don't have a smartwatch to date. Maybe one day I will, but I just like the simple, basic, tell me what the time is and look good doing it and be capable. And Casio just has so much variety and such a long track record of reliability over the years that it doesn't really matter the budget. If you want to hook somebody up with a cool timepiece, Casio is the way to go. I mean, this little kind of stylish looking one was like $12. This guy with the cool color combination, I think that was like $17. This G-Shock right here, about $100, and it goes up from there. So it doesn't really matter the price point budget that you're working with. A Casio watch, I think anyone who likes a timepiece on their wrist would definitely be like, awesome, thank you so much. Now here at Gideonstactical, one of our bread and butter things are blades, pocket knives, fixed blades, so I gotta throw a few in here for you. The first one we're gonna do are pocket knives and the Manix series from Spyderco. And the reason this has got to make the list is that there are just so many capabilities and that it's USA made from a super well-known brand, Spyderco. The options are really endless. When it comes to the handle, you can get lightweight polymer like what you see here. You can get steel liners with G10 for more heavy duty stuff. It's completely ambidextrous, which is awesome. So righties and lefties will love it. There's combo edge, there's plain edge. There's so many different blade steels that are available. You can get more of a stonewash finish like this. You can get it blacked out. Color combinations that are endless. The locking mechanism is one of my favorite as well, so super fun there. And it's got a good size handle, so even somebody with kind of larger size hands can get a really good grip and fully use the blade. And if they want to choke up, you can use that finger choil. And it goes anywhere from as cheap as like around $100 to all the way up like this Maximate version, that's the type of steel on here, about 210 bucks. So there's a lot of option and variety there. And still to this day, if you were to ask me what's your one-stop shop pocket knife, it's still the Manix series. But you may be sitting there going like, dude, I don't have over $100 to be spending on a pocket knife to gift to somebody, or I know my family's budget and it's a little tight. Then no problem. The other flip side of that would be the Buck 110 Slim and 112 Slim series. These blades are based off of the iconic and classic Buck 110 and 112, but they've slimmed them down, made them out of polymer, put thumb studs and pocket clips on them. They are made here in America with 420 high carbon steel. They are completely ambidextrous again, so righties and lefties will have no problem. And you can get the smaller 112 or the larger 110 depending on personality, variety. There's tons of handle color combinations, and they're not gonna break the bank, coming in at right around $30 for either of these. So they are a great gift item when you're on a budget, but you really wanna hook somebody up with a sweet, fully functional blade that regardless if they're right or left-handed, they're gonna fall in love with. Now I love this next gift idea because I hear people talk about owning a hammock, but very few ever do. And ENO hammocks are ones that I've been using for years at this point, and they have so much variety and capability that this Sub 7, which is one that is a single person and weighs less than 7 ounces right here in this little bag, and then their straps will add a little bit of weight extra to that, goes with me almost every time I go outdoors, hiking, backpacking, or camping. And then we own 2 of their double nests, which are their larger 2-person hammocks that we have, one in the backyard during the summer, and we take both of them when we go out camping with the kids and setting up a tent near a campground, or heading over to the park and we know we're gonna spend a few hours, and if there's any sort of either gazebo and or trees, you can easily hook these guys up and just relax and hang out. And their pricing can go anywhere from about $40 all the way up to about 80 bucks, depending on color combinations, designing, and 1-person or 2-person models. And I think it's a great gift to give somebody when you know that they want to relax, but they don't really know how to relax. And so with that, what about carrying your gear? Let's talk backpacks for a second. And I want to talk to you particularly about the Kelty Redwing series. Now, if you've been living under a rock for like the last decade, or you're just not familiar with outdoor gear, the Redwing series is a staple in the outdoor community. It has so many different capabilities, from being really compact and cinched down, and because it's so lightweight but still comfortable, you can do a lot with this kind of larger series. I believe their smallest model that I tested out this year is the 36, and they will go all the way up to 50 liters, and then everywhere in between. They have heavy-duty, more tactical versions that are really kind of built for hard, more military-style use. They have lighter weight material built ones, more for outdoor adventures like hiking and backpacking. They also have men's and women's cuts. And really the capabilities of the Redwing series are endless, from cinching it down and making it this really lightweight summiting pack to really expanding them out and filling them up and being able to take quite large loads, including in a pinch, you could probably get a couple nights out of some of the larger 50-liter versions of backpacking. And their pricing will be very competitive at about $80 up to about $150, depending on what type of design, size, and capability you're looking for. Now, if you want to take your backpack quality to the next level, then you gotta look at the Mystery Ranch Coulee series. They have a 25 liter and they have a 40 liter in this series. They have men's and women's cuts as well. But the layout, the materials are really next level. I mean, the quality blows my mind, and the ergonomics of their yoke system is bar none. I mean, it is so comfortable, so ergonomic. And so if someone that you love, that you're either wanting to hook up, or maybe you know someone is wanting to bless you, whatever it may be, and you use backpacks a lot and you expect a lot of capability and a lot of durability And depending on the size that you're looking for or the capacity that you need, they have a lot of capability with either that 25 liter or with the 40 liter versions. But these are gonna cost you a pretty penny, with the 25 liter coming in about 170 and the 40 liter coming in about 225. Quick lightning round here for you. Some multi-tools, regardless if it's like 20 bucks for the Swiss Army Tinker. This thing is awesome. 2 blades, lots of tools, extra little screwdriver, and an awl. I mean, so much going on, lots of color combinations, great little gift item, and it's not gonna break the bank. Then on the flip side, the Leatherman Wave Plus, about 100 bucks, but man, this is a staple for multi-tool users. This thing is amazing. 25-year warranty, made here in the USA with so many tools on it. Really can be like your one-stop shop for multi-tools. If you wanna gift this to somebody, man, would they be blessed to get something like this in their stocking. Love how the color combinations match the holidays perfectly, and that's for the MSR Pocket Rocket 2.0. This is a fuel-based stove that is so compact and so lightweight. I love it. It really is a staple for me every time I go out into the backcountry, or as a backup, even if we have like a big 2-burner, you know, camp stove when we are just hanging out at a campsite, or even just for the day, you know, going to a picnic ground in the mountains or something, and you know, we want to boil some water for coffee or for soup or whatever it may be. It's super, super reliable, cranks out that power and that heat very quickly, very easily, and is so compact it can really fit in almost any compact ultralight backpacker's system. This guy will usually go for about $45 and is worth literally every penny. All right, so earlier we discussed pocket knives. Let's hit fixed blades. If you're on a tight budget, but you know that person does a lot of stuff with blades and does a lot of woodscraft, or just, you know, going out hiking and camping and doing their thing, then any Mora is a great option. They're made in Sweden. You have stainless steel if they're more in a humid or wet environment, or maybe you think they're gonna be using it like kayaking or boating. They have high carbon steel versions if you know they're gonna be doing a lot more like harder woodscraft and those type of things, or just in drier climates. They have different sizes, different thicknesses. I mean, the variety is insane, and they really are known the world over for huge capability but budget pricing, because these guys can come in as low as like $6.99 for some of the cheaper models. And this model right here, the heavy duty companion, comes in at 20 bucks usually. So that is very impressive for a fixed blade that's gonna be very reliable, has a good quality sheath, and just gonna get work done for a lot of people with a lot of tasks. Now on the flip side, I don't know a person who wouldn't be thankful for an SE6, and now particularly with their new contoured handle scales. They have lots of different variety and options now. This is a USA made knife, 1095 high carbon steel, just bomb proof, has so much capability as a camp knife, a survival knife, a tactical utility blade. I mean, it doesn't really matter how someone would want to deploy and use this fixed blade. It has such a huge level of capability and performance to it. Great polymer sheath that's completely ambidextrous, and is a great weight class to be as compact enough to do a lot of fine work, regardless if it's just around the camp kitchen or somewhere else, you know, and making feather sticks and shavings, or, you know, a little bit heavier stuff, delimbing things and splitting kindling for the fire. And with a no questions asked, a lifetime warranty, you know that this is something that they will use the rest of their lives and be at their side for the rest of their lives. And guys, it's still, like, if you're just looking for a midweight survival knife and you don't want to think about anything and you just want to gift it to someone or use it for yourself for the rest of your life, the SE6 is still top notch and top of its game. And now, again, particularly with those contoured handle scales, run you about 120 to 130 depending on where you pick it up. Water and outdoor focused people, they're gonna collide at some point. Sea to Summit dry bags, I love these things. This is one of their larger ones. They have really compact ones. They have even bigger ones than this. Have really been a lifesaver for me when I either have clothing or electronic equipment that I want to keep dry. This does the trick, and I'm really pleased with these. And it was a great option if you know somebody who's out just doing a lot of outdoor activities, short of them living in like the Sahara Desert. They're gonna run into that water, and so that's a great option to hook somebody up with. Now, regardless if the person that you're picking a gift out for is a weekend warrior, maybe a prepper, a survivalist, or heavy hitter in the outdoors and spends days and weeks, maybe they're a fisherman, I mean, it doesn't matter. Whatever they may be, having fresh, drinkable water is super important. And there's two options here for you. The first one are the Sawyer water filters. I've had these now for, man, going on close to a decade at this point. This is my original one that I've had for that entire time and is still cranking out pure water. What I love is that they'll filter out bacteria and protozoa and, you know, stuff that's going to give you those gut cramps and really, you know, ruin a good time out in the backcountry. And you can do lots of different sizing of water. You can do little 16-ounce bladders. You can even screw it onto certain types of reusable water bottles. You can put them in line and drink them, you know, through a bladder hose. There's a lot of versatility with these designs, and they aren't going to break the bank. The bigger one here usually goes for about 25 to 30 bucks. They do have smaller versions. I have heard mixed experiences with the really micro and compact versions. I've never had an issue with this bigger version, and it really hits the budget end of water purification. But on the flip side, maybe you know that they travel worldwide, you know, and they need to clean out viruses and heavy metals, or that's something that you know the person that you are gifting is concerned about or wants to be able to purify out, or just wants a super well-built, strong, fully enclosed system that literally takes seconds to purify your water. Well, then that's the GRAYL series of water bottle purification systems. These kind of work like a French press where you just scoop up your dirty water, your contaminated water, then the filter's at the bottom of the plunge, you press, and within about 15 to 20 seconds, you have completely fresh, pure water, filtered of all viruses, bacteria, heavy metals, microplastics. I mean, the list goes on and on. And they're not quite as cumbersome as a lot of the other systems, including like the Sawyer, that just takes a little bit longer, often depending on how you're going to use the system, and are built super well. Now, these are gonna run you a little bit more, obviously, and are on the higher end of purification. This guy, the ultralight, coming in at about $70, the GeoPress coming in at about $90. Now, the cartridges will have to be changed out more frequently because these are filtering out a lot more stuff. And now these guys go with me every time I'm in the backcountry. Well, that's my list, folks, and I'm sticking to it. I hope that this video has been fun and entertaining and just giving you food for thought, gift ideas for those loved ones in your life you want to hook up with some gear for just about any budget. So thank you so much for checking out this video. I invite you to watch the other one popping up right now. And if you haven't yet subscribed, I invite you to subscribe, become part of the GT family. And until next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.